in case y'all wondering what I was talking about. And don't ever take any building advice from me, but just, I put mud around there, and now I'm gonna put this in. And what's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service, and overcast, probably gonna rain, South Georgia. Hey man, hope y'all are doing well. Today is at the house. Oh, look at there. That's the exact same refrigerator we have at the other house. Matching stove, dishwasher. The microwave's down at my buddy's shop because we're putting the microwave in the island, which is gonna be right here, and you need to get the measurements off it so he could put an opening in the island for it. Let me turn this thing down a little bit. Let me just turn it off a second. Show y'all what I got here. Got a little problem. Always got a little problem, man. Always. So, it's not a big problem, but I should have put my dryer vent in before all this stuff was done. And I need to put it down here. And I didn't do 2x6 walls, so I need to put it as far back that way as I can, so I can slide the wash it. See the dryer, the dryer go on this side, so I can slide it back as far as I can, you know. But I know because this wall's here, there's a stud right here. That's a stud, no stud. You hear that difference? So I need to find the edge of that stud. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here and above the bottom plate and drive a nail in until I'm off the stud, and this will be covered by the baseboard. So we're gonna try to find it, and then we're gonna gently put a hole in the sheetrock, because the other problem is I'm not sure what's behind there. I know there's some lines running up inside of there, but I don't want to mess around and hit a water line or electrical lines. Alright, so as you can see, the stud's right there, but I need to make sure there ain't one over here. Alright, I was able to work that out and get it back where I wanted it. On the outside, I can't decide if I want to try to put back J-channel in around it, or I cut me some shims to shim it out, because the problem I got is this siding only has like a 6-inch gap in here, and that is wider. So even if I positioned it between the two, which would have been hard to do, it would have still set on them. So I cut me out some trim. I'm thinking about, I don't know how well y'all can see this. I'm thinking about just trimming it out with this, putting that in there. And what I'll do is I'll embed all that in clear silicone. You ain't got to worry a whole lot about it leaking. And it just looks better than leaving that big gap behind it. Because if I cut out and put J-channel in there, what's going to happen, that J-channel is going to hold water if it comes down there. I think it's going to be more likely to let water run in than this would. Of course, you can just mount directly to the vinyl like they did here. You know. Over the top of these, and of course you can see they got some clear silicone. They'll just silicone the top of that good, and yeah, over time that silicone will probably wear down and probably have to redo it, but that's what I'm thinking I might just do here, because that gives it a nice flat finish. because all this stuff will have to be caulked around where the air conditioning unit's going and all that. So anyway, the problem is I don't think I have any clear silicone here. I got some white, but I'm not about to put any white on that. I'm gonna get in here and clean all this up and go ahead and throw a second coat of paint on it. Z-Man's dad is my electrician. He works for the guy that's contracting this for me. And he told me he might try to come down next Tuesday, which today is Saturday. I'm guessing this video will go up on Sunday. He said he might come on down and go ahead and put all the light switches in. All the can lights and stuff can be done. Actually, he can go ahead and, I mean, he could hang the ceiling fans and all that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot I had one other little issue. This wire was down here and it needed to be up, you know, a couple of inches, probably 1.5 inches or so, and it also needed to be over about 3 inches, you know, to kind of get the center. So what I did is I cut this out, notched out the 2x4. Didn't take much out, enough to get the wires through, and then I put a plate over it. So now when the electrician comes, I'm gonna tell him, hey, the wire's right there, you know, don't screw into it. All I did is I took one of these rafter ties and cut the edge off. That's mainly so down the road my wife wants some new lights or something and I don't forget about it and come in here and put a hole in it. So that's kind of the thought process anyway. And hopefully I got it where we need it, based on the height of the mirrors, and I know I at least got it to this, you know, kind of to the center. So anyway, and what I've done, I squared this hole off, made me a piece of what I do is get a piece of sheetrock and cut that. I want to leave that paper hanging over. I'm gonna put mud on it. I'm gonna stick it in there and see how the paper's on top of the sheetrock, and then I'll just float it out with the mud, and we should be good. So I'll nail it in too. But anyway, hopefully once it's painted you'll never know it's there. In case y'all wondering what I was talking about, and don't ever take any building advice from me, but just I put mud around there, and now I'm gonna put this in, and it's gonna bed down in that mud. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put me a nail right there just to secure it. Alright, so that's a coat on there. I'll let that dry and then I'll come back and sand it. I mean, I don't make it look like the guys that know what they do and do. Like I said, don't take no building advice from me. Especially not drywall. So anyway, there we go. Alright, I hadn't got on here in a while. Been working all day. And I know my son-in-law is gonna want to know, why ain't he been recording? Well, because I've been at your house holding your son. Now I left for a while. Grandma and Pop were here today at my middle daughter's house, and so went over, hung out with them. Of course, the grandbaby. Watched some of my YouTube videos with him. How about that? Shout out to little Nolan. Anyway, I decided to come back over here and get a little bit of work done, and so let me give y'all an update where we at on the house here real quick. Don't remember the last time I showed you. I do know that we got those moved. Still got to work on that spot there. I'll sand it Monday and put another coat over it, and hopefully it'll be good. We're thinking about putting shiplap up there anyway, but we'll see. Hey, look at that, man! some flooring, huh? Tough, still nasty. So, got the flooring in. Of course, I got that vent in. I got it shoved back through right now just so I could paint. So all the painting's done in here. Went ahead and painted around that. We're gonna put a cabinet that's gonna cover the whole wall, cut the back out of it so we got access to that. But I figured because the cutout in the cabinet may be a little bigger than this opening, you know, just it'd be painted. I ain't really worried about too much about that, but anyway, there we go. So there's that. But got everything in here painted. Went ahead and painted the where the water heater goes. Just painted the same color as the bathroom. I just put one coat on it. I'm not even going to worry about it anymore. So I got a bunch of the flooring done. Now, let's go ahead and let's talk about the elephant in the room. What did I say? My goal this week. Oh, I got that painted where the stove goes. Anyway, I said my goal this week. Oh, that tapping noise. Kylie, it's me hitting the screen. I don't know if you can hear that. She says, that's my oldest daughter. She says I make all kind of noises in the video. Here's one for you. All right, we were laughing about that today watching the video. So my goal this week, before I get too sidetracked, was to get the painting done. Minus, obviously, there's going to be touch-up spots. We don't have touch-up spots till we move in. Maybe after we move in. But was to get the painting done and get the flooring down. I got probably about, well, I don't know, I got about 75 square feet of flooring left. I hope I got enough. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. You know, because you always have some waste when you cut off an end. You can't use the other one when you have to cut them down. I think I'm going to be okay. So, I think so. But I'll probably still get another box anyway because I just like to have some of that on hand in case I need it. So, getting back to what I was going to talk about, my goal was to get all this done, and I didn't. So how do you respond to that? Well, when I set goals, I like to hit them, you know. And I could stay down here tonight. I figure I got probably a couple of more hours, and I could be done. It's 8:20. I could stay down here tonight and finish this. It wouldn't be a problem. However, I did work on some stuff this week that I didn't plan to work on until next week. So I spent, you saw in the last video or two, I don't remember how much I included in what, but I was down working on the cabinets. So now the cabinets were not a part of this week's goal. That's something that's going to work on next week. But, you know, my buddy wanted to go ahead and start them, so I went down and helped him. Now, the bad news is on the cabinets, they're going to get held up anyway because he is going on vacation. What's wrong with him? Now, how do you go on vacation when I need my cabinets? Coffee. He's going on vacation next week. Going out to Kentucky to see the Ark. So, hey, nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just kidding around. I'm glad he's getting to go, you know. And hope to go out and enjoy yourself. So anyway, let me get these tools put up and then I'll check back in with y'all. So with him going on vacation next week, I mean, obviously he's got a business to run, so he's got cabinets he's got to get out that he's doing that, you know, for folks. So I don't know how much we'll get to work on mine, and then, you know, after he's gone for a few days, he's got to come back and work on more jobs of customers. And so, you know, I don't know. We're just kind of doing mine in the afternoon. But I know in the afternoon, I mean, he works in that shop all day. It's hot in there. I know he gets tired. I know when I get home, I am tired. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just, after working out in the heat, and so I ain't trying to rush him is what I'm saying. That might be my family coming there down here to look at this thing. But anyway, that's what kind of what we got going on. And so, you know, it is what it is. You know, we'll get them when we get them, and nope, that cart went to another house. We'll get them when we get them, and that's all you can do, you know. I can't set goals for somebody else. I can set goals for me, you know. And when I got goals, I try to achieve them. That's why I mentioned that about the flooring. Okay, well, I didn't hit my goal in a sense because the flooring's not in, but I did make some headway on some other stuff. But you know, and really next week is just to, you know, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna get somebody out here, see what they charge me to finish the vinyl side, you know, and we need to be packing on the house. That's so I'm probably not gonna do a ton of work down here next week, because like I said, we'll be waiting on the cabinets. Whenever the guy wants to come trim, you know, if he's got a day next week, he can do that. Me and him will trim it out, and then I'll have some trim painting and stuff to do. But you know, there ain't a lot left on the inside without getting the cabinets in. So anyway, that's a wrap on the video today. It's going up on Sunday, I hope. So hope y'all had a great Sunday. By the time I put this up, Lord willing, I will already have preached the morning message and be taking a nap to go back and preach the evening message. So always look forward to Sunday. Got some changes coming up personally, ministry related, but I'll save that for another video. So anyway, hey, appreciate y'all taking the time to watch, and my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you. You might see all of your blessings as from him. Hope you have a great day.